What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome to the West Ham United Liverpool match reaction and analysis show. What did you think of this game? This was probably Liverpool's best away performance. Yes, West Ham weren't, at the top of their game. They had some injured players, but still Liverpool played West Ham off the park and we could have scored 6 goals or 7 goals today. So let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to see the Fanzone live reactions to this game, because I recorded it during the game, smash the like button. It's coming up after this game, after this video. So yeah, let me know what did you think of the game, and do you think that Liverpool will make the top 4? Now we have a huge chance. Surely we can beat Middlesbrough, already relegated, at home, to secure at least 4th place and Champions League football. But we could actually finish in 3rd place if Man City, drop points in the last 2 games, and Arsenal still have Sunderland and Everton at home, and that's huge for Arsenal. If they win both games, Liverpool have to win against Middlesbrough, but we are just 1 win away. And you cannot imagine how sweet this feels like, because Liverpool haven't been in the Champions League for so many years. We have only been in the Champions League once in the past 7 seasons. And that is heartbreaking for me. As a Liverpool fan, we should be in the Champions League, but you have to earn the right. And this season was very up and down. I will talk about the game a little bit very shortly, but this season has been very up and down. In the first 19 games, the first half of the season, Liverpool collected 43 points. And since then, we only collected 30 points in 1 less games, so 18 games and 30 points. Not very good. We played as a mid-table side in the second half of the season, but thankfully, what saved us, in my opinion, is our away form. Now we have 4 away wins in a row. We have won at West Brom, at Stoke, at Watford and at West Ham. And even though at home we have struggled since Mane got injured, away from home this Liverpool team is set up perfectly. And this game actually changed my mind about Daniel Sturridge. I thought that Sturridge should be sold, but how much money would we get for Sturridge, honestly? We would get about 15 to 20 million for Sturridge, and I know that he's injured for like half of the season, but when he is fit, he is honestly one of the best strikers in the world in terms of his finishing. And yes, he lost a yard of pace, but we were like on a completely different level with Daniel Sturridge and Divock Origi up front, and that was partly due to Sturridge having a strike partner who he can play off, and many people said that this game reminded them about the Sturridge-Suarez partnership in the 2013-2014 season, and I kind of agree with that. Sturridge was magnificent in that season, truly world class, and in this game he played like a world class striker. So honestly, if we can only get for like 15 million for him, we shouldn't sell him, because even though he's on big wages, Liverpool with Champions League football can afford big wages, and we won't get anywhere near the level that Daniel Sturridge is for 15 million, that kind of level of a striker. The only way that I would sell Sturridge is if we could get Lacazette for a huge amount of money. Then I would consider selling Sturridge and having Lacazette as our main choice, and having Firmino, Origi and Danny Ings as the backup strikers. But still, Sturridge, I have a special place in my heart for Sturridge, because he's just such a classy player. I absolutely love him when he's on form, when he's in the confidence that he's in right now. He's almost unplayable. Yes, West Ham didn't defend particularly well, but he took a brilliant Coutinho through ball for Daniel Sturridge after like 35 minutes that opened up West Ham's defense, and Sturridge goes through, and this is where Sturridge is the most lethal. One-on-one against the goalkeeper, you can bet on Sturridge scoring. He's just an incredible finisher, the best finisher that Liverpool have at the moment right now, and that's why I think that maybe we should keep Sturridge. And let me know, guys, do you agree with me? Of course, you feel free to disagree with me, and let me know in the comments below. So Sturridge rounds Adrian, the West Ham goalkeeper, and slots it home, and 1-0 at halftime. I was still very nervous. Liverpool, you know, got very lucky, I have to say. Andre Ayew misses an open empty net from 1 yard out. That was just incredible because, you know, Liverpool didn't defend the corner too well. The ball hit Lovren at the far post. It falls to Ayew, who hits the post. The ball rebounds back to Ayew. He hits the post again. It rebounds back into Mignolet's back and almost goes over the line, but Mignolet somehow grabs the ball, and that was, I think, a turning point in the game, because West Ham, if they equalize just before halftime, the crowd would have been up in the second half and it would have been a completely different game. Goals change games, but Liverpool came out in the second half like they had the hunger and the motivation that they should have had in the past 4 or 5 games. They meant business, and Liverpool really should have scored like 5 or 6 goals in the second half. We only scored 3 goals, but they were all beautiful. And you know, Liverpool had a chance when Lallana went through. He crosses it. The ball falls out to Divock Origi, who unleashes an absolute rocket. It takes even a deflection. Somehow Adrian saves it. The ball falls to Sturridge and his shot is blocked. So yeah, Liverpool were banging on the goal, and then just like a few minutes, like 7-8 minutes later, Wijnaldum has a shot. It hits the bar, it comes out, it falls to Coutinho after the West Ham defense doesn't properly clear the ball, and then Coutinho just goes past 2 West Ham players and slots it home into the bottom corner. A truly magical goal, and I went mental in the Fanzone live reactions. Can't wait to show you that video. And at that point, Liverpool were brimming with confidence. And it was a little bit controversial, the third goal, I think, because, you know, it was actually West Ham corner after West Ham's shot got deflected, or it almost went in, and the West Ham corner, Wijnaldum jumps up. You know, when you jump up, you jump with your elbow like this, and he actually elbows Jose Font in the face, I think, which could have been a penalty. It hits also Wijnaldum's arm, but it wasn't deliberate. The referee waves play on, and Liverpool counter, and Coutinho scored the third goal, and it was a quite brilliant counter attack. The ball falls to Wijnaldum on the edge of the West Ham box. He slips in Coutinho, who does a shimmy, goes past Collins, and then rifles it past Adrian to make it 3-0. West Ham's defense completely exposed, and then, you know, Origi made it 4-0. That was a little bit of a lucky goal, but again, great work by Daniel Sturridge to take on the defender. He does a fake shot, goes past the defender, he whips a cross in, it falls to Lallana, who takes a long first touch. Adrian blocks his shot, and then it falls to Wijnaldum, who scuffs his shot, and Origi just toe pokes it at the far post into the back of the net. 4-0, I couldn't believe it. Last time we won at West Ham and scored like so many goals was actually in 2009. And the last time Liverpool haven't scored 4 or more goals for 27 games in a row. That's how long we had to wait until Liverpool, you know, scored 4 goals again in the season. And actually we kept quite a lot of clean sheets. I think this is now 4 clean sheets in 5 games for Liverpool. So our defense finally improving just at the right time before the end of the season, and I really hope that we can beat Middlesbrough, because then I will celebrate like crazy. And Champions League football, here we come. If we can get through the qualifier, I can't stress that enough. If we finish 4th, we still have to play a Champions League qualifier, and we could face a big side from you know, Italy or Germany, if depending on who finishes in the playoff places of the Champions League places in Serie A and in the Bundesliga. So I'm not entirely sure at the moment. It's very marginal. So yeah, Origi actually almost scored the 5th goal. He was through after a terrible mix-up in the West Ham defense, and he had Sturridge wide open in the middle. And maybe at 1-0 or 2-0, Origi slips in Sturridge, but at 4-0 he went for glory, and actually it was quite a bad shot straight at the goalkeeper, and Sturridge was furious. Maybe Sturridge, I think, deserved to score another one for his performance, but Origi didn't play as well as he can, and I think Origi is a very good third choice centre forward, third choice striker, but we shouldn't really rely on Origi as being our main striker. He's not yet good enough for that, to play week in week out in the Premier League, but of course he's a good squad option to keep, so I really hope that we keep Origi. The big question is, should Liverpool keep Sturridge? And also, who do we bring in with Champions League football in the summer if we get Champions League? That's the big question. I really hope that we strengthen with the likes of Van Dijk, Naby Keita. I really hope that we get either Kolasinac or Ricardo Rodriguez, the new left back from the Bundesliga. We should also get Mohamed Salah, maybe Lacazette or another striker. I'm not sure who else is available who is really good. And then we could be sorted. I think we need a new centre back, new left back, new dynamic centre midfielder, a new winger, and the new striker. So 5 major players, but with, you know, the sales generating about 50 million, and if we spend about 130 million, it's doable. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this game? What do you think about Liverpool season, about the summer transfer window? So many things to talk about, and stay tuned for the Fanzone live reactions. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.